Hey everybody, welcome to our next exit. Well, as you can see, we've made it home. We left Las Vegas this morning nice and early, and here it's mid-afternoon, and we made it home. Nice, easy drive. We've been gone 7 months. We left late last April, and it'll be Thanksgiving here just in a couple of days. So we got to get here, get unloaded. We've got friends coming over for Thanksgiving, so we got to go get groceries and get reset up. Stripping down from the RV and then getting the house back set up. So we're kind of looking forward to a little bit of relaxing, and we're going to kind of catch you guys up on what it takes the first few days of getting back home from being at RV. We just got home about a week ago, and I noticed some water down here on the floor underneath our hot water heater, and it appears we had us a little leak for a while. Thank goodness it didn't bust open while we were gone, because we would have never known about it. And it doesn't have a drain poured around it, so that's a problem. So we got a new one ordered. It'll be delivered tomorrow. So we're getting it drained right now and unhooked. This thing weighs almost 150 pounds, so we're gonna see just how much 150 pounds is. I think it's just about emptied. It is emptied. So I think we can take it out. And we got one headed for the trash can. Built in 2004, so it's 19 years old.
Didn't get it stirred in either.
That's all right. Fluff it up some more.
Bob's in line.
I was.
I'm sorry. No,
Get back over.
I heard that.
He's got a reach, he can go on the other side,
Bob's in
Tom.
line.
So luckily we got the new hot water heater in time for Thanksgiving, so we can clean up the dishes, and we had a lot of dishes. Pearl and Lori made an awesome traditional Thanksgiving dinner, and it was a wonderful day. Tom he drove his truck over, and his alternator burned out and his batteries went bad. And we found a automotive store that was open on Thanksgiving. We put a new alternator in. We thought that fixed it up, but it didn't. His batteries was bad too. So the next day he went and got batteries, and he's back in business. And I had ordered a lot of you might remember back when we was at Lake Tahoe, we had a big problem with electricity. We burned up 2 air conditioners and our washer dryer, and we went all summer without it. So Pearl wanted a new one. I ordered one as soon as we got home, and after Thanksgiving we got that battery installed. Built us a little ramp. Had another layer of wood on here before. Had to take out our passenger seat, and then we made us another little ramp. We took it all on the dolly. That really helped. This is just a simulation to give you an idea of how we got that washing machine in the coach. The box is like 25 inches. I would have had to take the door and the screen off to get it through the door. But get rid of the box, and just the washer itself is about 22 and a half, and it rolled right in. Pearl was at the bottom pushing up, and I was at the top pulling. Worked good. Built us another little ramp here, laid it up on the bed, spun it around, built us up a little step so it was even with a hole in the wall, and it's just about to go in. And now we got washer and dryer. Cool beans, dude. What you got going on there, baby?
Well, I'm trimming up some of your beef to make beef jerky.
That's that bottom round steak you bought?
Bottom round steak. I'm trimming off the fat and gristle so you can have some nice, clean beef jerky.
Yep. So you trim it up, then you cut it into strips.
I'm gonna cut it into strips, absolutely.
And then you're gonna
pour Shaka's sauce on it.
let it set for a day or so.
Maybe a day or so.
And then throw a little dry rub on it.
As long as it's not too hot.
And then put it in the dehydrator for 6 hours or so.
Is only gonna take 6 hours?
Yeah, it doesn't take long. At like 130, 140 degrees.
All right. It's your stuff.
We did it last fall and it turned out great. It lasted till about a month before we got home.
Yep.
And then we do apples and pears, bananas.
Apples, pears, bananas. I haven't done peaches yet, but
You got some apples and pears up there, huh?
yes, sir.
Show us what that looks like.
Hang on just a second. Got my hands full. Got you some pears.
We did that just like a week ago. So we got dehydrated apples,
Pears.
pears over
Bananas.
here, and then
Apples, pears, and bananas.
bananas. It turned out really good.
Wow, the bananas stuck.
They always do. They got a lot of moisture.
You got something to munch on. Now I'm gonna put some Shaka's sauce in here.
That adds a lot of flavor, huh?
Yes, it does. Not gonna put too much.
We got a lot more meat. You probably add some
I've
more.
got more meat. I'll add more meat. And
Alrighty.
a little more Shaka's.
Holler at me when you get to put it on the dehydrator.
I'll holler
I'll
out
help
and
you.
you get to put it on the dehydrator.
Okay. That's some pretty good beef jerky there. I did most of it at 130 degrees. In the last hour, I took it up to 155. I think it's a little over 5 hours. Good. A couple of weeks ago, I got an email from a company, Lead Time, that makes these lithium batteries. And they work great for your RVs if you want to convert from lead acid to lithium. We purchased 400 amp hours of lithium batteries. This is 100 amp hours. We purchased 400 hours of lithium batteries 2 years ago to replace our old golf cart batteries, lead acid golf cart batteries. And so we're set up. We don't need any more lithium. We don't have any use for them. And I got to pay taxes on that stuff if I do take them up. So normally I'd ignore those. But we got some friends that are camped out in the desert right now, and they've got a little bit of solar, and they're still using lead acid batteries, but they're fixing to buy some new lead acid batteries because theirs are getting wore out. Or potentially they're thinking about lithium. Well, I got to tell him about this opportunity, and he said, yeah, he would consider it. And I said, let me see if I can get 4 batteries. Well, Lead Time wouldn't go for 4. They said they're too small to do that. And we're too small of a channel to get 4 batteries. So I said, how about 2? Because that'd be 200 amp hours, and that's how much our friends have got right now in lead acid. They've got 200 amp hours of power from the 4 golf cart batteries. So they said, yeah, we'll send you 2 if you'll make us a video about this install. So I asked our buddies. They said, yeah, that'd save them quite a bit of money. These batteries cost I think they're $350, $375, something like that. And you have to get 2 of the lead acid to equal that. So the price is about the same. 2 lead acid costs you about $320, $350 and get you 100 amp hours of power. And that's what is in here. So we got 200 amp hours of power. I think our friends have decided they want to upgrade a little bit. So they got 2 batteries for free. Let me show you what they ended up purchasing. They may be getting in deeper than they thought they would be. When you're living a full-time RV lifestyle, one of the things you always got to figure out is where can we get our mail sent to? Where can we pick our packages up? And that's why we've got all these packages here. Occasionally when we're home, we let different friends use our address for their mailing address or to ship packages to. And that's what all this is. They shipping all their solar equipment here to the house, and then our friends plus another set of their friends, they both have solar and they're upgrading their systems. Let me kind of spread this out. You can see we got one couple's adding 4 200-watt panels. They're adding 800 watts of solar to their 300 and something they have already. And you can see 4 lithium batteries, and then all kind of cables and connections and fittings, solar charge controllers. And then the second couple, they're putting in 400, they have lead acid also, so they're converting to 400 lithium, and then about the same amount of cables and connections and solar charge controllers. And they're adding, they have more solar currently, they're only adding 200 panels, so they're adding 400 watts. So they're both ending up with about 400 amp hours of lithium batteries and over 1,000 watts of solar up on their roofs. So they're gonna have some pretty good systems. And we got another project. Tough top awnings. We had this delivered up in Eugene, but I had some trouble with the reel that reels it in, so I decided to wait till I got home. So we got the awning to put in. It'll probably be a week or two before I get to that. You can see I cut off the awning. You can see I just cut it off up there. It wasn't reeling in. And I'm gonna have to replace the one on this side. Probably before we take off this summer. That was totally gone. You don't realize how well those things work until you don't have them up there. And all the debris that lands on top of your slide, you got to go up and sweep it out before you bring it in every time, or you mess up your seat. Well, we had this seat out to get the washer dryer in here. We decided to get it repaired. This has been wearing out for a while. So what we're going to do is just have the bottom half recovered. The top half is just fine in the armrest. A little bit dirty, but everything else is just fine. Oh, we got another, I didn't even know we had that. So we're gonna have that repaired, and then I stupidly set the vacuum cleaner up here on the driver's chair. And I don't know if you can see it, but the brushes wore through the leather down to the fabric underneath. I was vacuuming off the dash and just set it down there, and stupid mistake. So this is ultra leather in these Monaco's. And it's the upholstery guy that says it's very expensive. It's $400 just to recover the bottom half. So we couldn't have afforded to recover the whole thing. We could probably get a whole new used captain's chair for that much money. But that's where we're at. It's just kind of a never-ending deal. So I think you can tell what I like most is having that shop.
Oh, needless to say.
Well, it's so hard to do repairs when you're in the campground.
I agree.
You don't have the tools, you don't have the space, and if you don't get done when it's moving day, what do you do? Yeah, I just hate it. And the RV parks don't like you doing it. So it really is nice having the tools, keeping it set. Exactly. I'm so glad you didn't make me get rid of all that stuff. How about you? What do you like?
Space.
Space. The kitchen is the main thing.
I get a lot of exercise in this kitchen.
Yeah.
Going from one spot to the next, back again. Yeah.
And then
a lot of space.
I'm guessing because you kept your extra refrigerator, and then we got that freezer out in the garage.
Yes.
Having plenty of space to buy stuff and
store.
Your pantry, yes. Big pantry.
Yes. I'm real happy with what we have here at the house.
Yeah. So if somehow you had bigger refrigerators and more storage, would you be content staying in an RV 24/7, living there all year long, like we used to do? Or you like having the separation, the home 4 or 5 months and travel 6, 7 months?
I like the travel. I like going back and forth and visiting with family.
Yeah, that's a big family and friends.
Absolutely, and we're so far removed at this space.
So do I interpret that to mean that, yeah, you'd be happy to go back to full-time RVing if we had more refrigerator, a little more space or something like that?
It might be a little difficult to think that I'd
I-
want to do that the rest of the.
I don't think I would want to. I'm glad we did. I enjoyed that.
Oh, absolutely.
4 years, I guess it was, that we lived full-time in the RV.
Yes,
And we got to go so many places we'd never get to go.
absolutely.
But I like coming, I look forward to getting back home and start to fix stuff that breaks. Because we got an older RV and stuff breaks all the time.
Yes, it does, all the time.
So that's probably to me the biggest thing is the tools and the space.
Right, right. And it just, you get to relax a little bit more. You don't feel like you're gonna have neighbors coming and knocking on your door anytime, you know, which we didn't have an awful lot of that, but it was just
Usually that's
close.
good. Occasionally we get people we don't know come knock on the doors. It sometimes it's awkward. Especially when I don't have my pants on yet.
You funny.
I'm funny. So anyway, that's for us. We get here, we look forward to getting here, but here pretty soon we're gonna start looking forward. I know we will.
Oh, we will.
Looking
When the
forward to
weather
where we're
starts
gonna
getting warm.
go. And
Exactly.
we'll probably maybe go somewhere different next year, I don't know.
Just a little bit different.
But
It just depends on how family's doing.
it's all an adventure.
Yes, it certainly is. And a big adventure.
For us, it's a big adventure. So I imagine we'll get to do this several more years. We got doctor's appointments in about 2 weeks.
Yes.
As long as those keep turning out good, we'll keep coming home to Yuma in the winter and then getting on the road in the
In
spring.
the spring. Absolutely.
So that's a rough idea of what it's like. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until we see you guys again next time.
Keep the wheels rolling.
Stay safe.
We'll see you at the next exit, folks.
So long.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We're going to check a little green screen up here. And we're going to check a little bit of green screen back here. And then we're going to see how all that works out. Okay, this is the third one. Looks like we've got room on each side. Looks pretty good, and we got it over here. We're doing pretty good. And we're doing pretty good back over here, I'm thinking too. Up and down. I gotta say, as you can see here in the Fortuna, and probably one of my favorite things, you can see, you knucklehead, gee.